Hey internet, this is my view right now. As you can see, it is so beautiful. The sun is about to set, and yeah, I just came out here and I wanted to say some stuff about some stuff that has been happening in my life. And I just took Plan B about 4 days ago, maybe 5 days ago, 4 days ago, 5, I don't know, but I was off of birth control for 7 months and my cycles were pretty regular. After a long time of not having regular cycles and having hormones pumped into my body 24/7, and so the past 7 months of getting back my cycles was just like such an experience, and I became so in tune with my body and my essence as a person, which is like not something that I even knew. Look at the airplane, helicopter. So yeah, the whole time I was on birth control, I like didn't even know who I was. I didn't even know who I was as a woman because I was 16 when I got the implant, and it affected me so much and I didn't even know. Like I couldn't even like pinpoint it to that. I just thought it was my life and stuff, which it was, a part of it was, and I needed to learn and have those experiences. So anyway, the reason that I'm like this is all part of the story, and so now I've been off of birth control and I've been just like flowing in the total essence of my being, of my cycles, which is not just when you're bleeding, you know, like your womanly cycle is, your hormones are constantly changing, and it's such a magical thing, really. Like sometimes you feel really good and sometimes you're really like within, and you know, it's so quiet now that the helicopter's gone, but I've just experienced so much flow in those states of being. And recently, having taken the Plan B, the emergency contraceptive, I have entered such an interesting place. And I did this because I did have unprotected, kind of unprotected sex, and I was about to ovulate. That was an irresponsible choice, and I am now, you know, moving through things because of that choice. And I wouldn't say that it's comfortable having these hormones in my body, because first of all, like, it's like you're on a roller coaster and you're like on this track, and where I was like about to ovulate, and then after that I would have been going down again, but I took it like right before I was about to ovulate, and then now I kind of feel like I'm like going like in loops or something. Like at first I was like feeling really weird about myself, like it's like something like disconnecting from your body almost. It's like I don't feel connected to my body. My cravings are kind of weird. I just don't feel like I can trust my body almost, and I'm like, honestly, like, know that like my mental perception of the whole situation, like of having synthetic hormones in my body, is probably like perpetuating the effects of it almost. I also have gotten hormonal acne, and which is not like something that normally would just like be with me. Like I usually get it right after my period, just for like 2 days, like 3 days, 4 days, and then it's all gone. But I've been having pimples, I've been feeling bloated. I mean, I guess this is not like news to anyone, right? Like, that's just what happens, and we're all like, it's normal. But honestly, I feel like it's really affecting me, and like it has really affected me, honestly, and my relationships, because of how I am reacting to situations and, you know, feeling about myself and reflecting out into the world, which is kind of a bit chaotic. And I think it's just really important, maybe not important, but it's like, honestly, like important to acknowledge the effects that these things are having on women. And like, I don't know, sex is just a whole nother thing, because it's like, yeah, you cannot be on birth control, but you really have to know your cycles and be really careful, and, you know what you're doing, or maybe find other alternatives that are non-hormonal. I'm still figuring it out, as you can tell, which is like what I'm trying to acknowledge, is like the lack of education that there is for women's health, which is overwhelmingly low. And the fact that I'm in this situation, kind of like not knowing what's going on with my body just from buying an over-the-counter like pill, is kind of fucking gnarly, dude, if you really think about it. And I mean, it comes with instructions, but it doesn't come with that much information, and there's so many risks. And like, you know, what happens if you do get pregnant? What happens if it's an ectopic pregnancy? And what happens if, you know, like your hormones are just out of whack, but you know, you just don't even know. And that's a whole ass process happening with my body right now. And it's just like, yeah, like, just slap a label on it and like let the women take it, because we would rather have them like completely hijacking their physical bodies, instead of like teaching them how their bodies work, and like maybe connecting to nature and like our natural cycles, and like these things that are like may seem minuscule in a way that it's just like, I mean, I don't think it seems minuscule at all, actually. This is like my whole reproductive system, and like having sex, which is a vital part of relationships in like all species, is just so not talked about and not discussed in a way that is educating us on our bodies, so that we can take precautions that are honoring our bodies, honoring our bodily systems, just like your digestive system, just like your, you know, all the systems. Fucking blame it on Big Pharma. I know it just sounds like I'm complaining, and like, honestly, just taking it out on the people, man. We just need better healthcare. We need to take care of ourselves and not harm ourselves. Like, this shit fucks up your body, and people need to know. Like, people need to know. I need to know how to take care of my body, because I want to love myself and I want to feel my best. Thank you for listening. Signing off. Take care of your body. Listen to your natural cycles. And one love.